Om Shanti. Avyak Bapdada, 29th of May 2022. Original date 25th of February 1991. Title: The way to bring about intensity in world transformation is to use the power of concentration and to have a constant and stable stage. Today, the Father, the resident of the faraway land, has come to give greetings for the meeting to his children from faraway lands and from this land. All of you have come from the faraway land, and the Father has also come from the faraway land. The children have come to give congratulations to the Father, and the Father gives multi-million times congratulations to the children. To celebrate means to become the same. In the world outside, they just celebrate, whereas the Father celebrates and makes you the same, brackets as himself. All of you children, whether you are personally in front of Baba in your corporeal forms, or personally in front of Baba in your subtle forms, all of you children in different corners of the world are celebrating the birth, brackets birthday, of the Father, which is as valuable as diamonds. Bap Dada is also giving multi-million times congratulations for a diamond birthday to the children who are in front of him in their subtle forms. By celebrating this birthday of the great incarnation, you children have become as valuable as diamonds yourselves. This is known as celebrating, that is, of becoming the same. A star of becoming multi-million times fortunate is shining on the forehead of every child. By continually celebrating, you have become fortunate for all time. No one celebrates such a unique birthday throughout the whole cycle. Even though they celebrate the birthday of great souls, those great souls do not make the ones who are celebrating become great. Only at this confluence do you children become great by celebrating the birthday of God. You become the most elevated souls of all. You make your lives as valuable as diamonds, so that you play with diamonds and jewels for many births. This day is not a memorial of just the Father, it is also the birthday of the children, because when the Father incarnates, as well as Baba, Brahma Dada, the soul that was transformed, also incarnates. Bap and Dada both incarnate at the same time. Without Brahmins, Bap Dada cannot establish the yajna, and this is why Bap Dada and the Brahmin children incarnate at the same time. So, whose birthday would you say it is? Yours or the Father's? It is yours as well, is it not? You congratulate the Father, and the Father congratulates you. Why is Shiv Jayanti, that is, the birthday of God, known as Mahashivratri, brackets Great Night of Shiva? It is not called just Shivratri, but it is called Mahashivratri, because on this day of incarnation, Shiva, the father, Brahma Dada, and the Brahmins had the thought of fulfilling a great promise. We will make the world great and elevated with the power of purity. Adidev Brahma especially, along with his first Brahmin children, became the instruments to fulfill this great promise. So, this is the divine day of making a promise to become great. This is why it is called Mahashivratri, brackets the great night of Shiva. In remembrance of this great promise that you Brahmin children made, devotees make a vow even until today. This great birthday is the birthday on which to make a promise. On the one hand, it is the birthday of being revealed. On the other hand, it is the birthday of making a promise. All of you who became the instruments in the beginning are the first jewels who emerged with Adidev, the first deity. The practical, visible fruit of your, brackets the few souls of the beginning, promise is that all of you, brackets everyone now, were revealed. Look how you had gone into the different corners. You went into far corners, but the Father found his children, who are as valuable as diamonds, hidden by dirt. Now you, the holiest and the highest diamonds, are sparkling in the corners of the world. So, this is the fruit of the birthday of God and of your promise. All of you, everywhere, even now, make a promise in front of Shiv Baba's flag, do you not? You also continue with this method, with the system of the beginning. The birth of God is also known as Shivratri. Night means darkness. At night, people or objects are not visible as they truly are. Even though they are there, they cannot be seen. Before the Father incarnated, you were not able to see or know yourselves as you truly are. You were not able to see or know the Father. Even though you knew, I am a soul, you were not able to see with the eye of knowledge and experience. Even though you had eyes, you were in darkness. When your eyes do not work properly, you are not able to see clearly. So, you too were in the dark. You were not able to see yourselves. Therefore, Baba first removes this darkness. Shivratri means to remove darkness and to intensify the light of that which is real. This is why they celebrate it with the name Shivratri. The methods of the path of devotion are the memorials of your accurate methods. On the one hand, there are the methods of devotion, and, on the other hand, there are the accurate methods of the children. Baba is pleased when he sees both of them. You people are also pleased, are you not, knowing that your devotees are so clever at following? Even up until their last birth, they continue to use their methods of devotion. All of this is the wonder of the Father and you in your point forms. The salagrams are also worshipped with Father Shiva. All of you know the importance of the form of a point. This is why, up to today, devotees still give importance to Shiva, that is, to a point. They simply know the form of a point. They don't know it in an accurate way, but they know his form in their own way. All of you not only know the Father as the form of a point, but, as well as being a point, he is the ocean of all treasures. As well as knowing the point, you also know him as the ocean. You know him in both forms, not just as the point. You know both forms. By knowing his form as the ocean, you have become master oceans. How many treasures are you filled with? Can you count these? The treasures are countless, plentiful, and imperishable. All of you have become master oceans, have you not? Or do you have to become that now? What will you do during the year of tapasya? Tapasya means that whatever thought you have, it will be filled with determination. Tapasya means concentration and determination. Even now you have a yogi life. All of you have a yogi life, do you not? Or are you those who have yoga for 8 hours, 6 hours, or for some hours? You have a yogi life already. So, why has this year been especially designated as the year of tapasya? You are doing tapasya anyway, are you not? Why has this been designated as such? Bab Dada sees all the children as yogi souls with yogi lives, and you are in your yogi lives. Your other lives have finished already. Having become tired of a life of wandering with sensual pleasures, having become disheartened, you have become yogis after careful consideration. Did you become yogis after careful consideration, or was it because someone asked you to? Have you become this after having had an experience, or simply through hearing other people's experiences? Have you become yogis after experiencing, or did you find that it was very good simply after hearing and seeing? Did you make the contract after seeing, or did you make the contract after hearing about it? You haven't been deceived by anyone, have you? Did you see very clearly? Check that a magic spell has not been cast on you, even now. Have you made the contract with all 3 eyes open? Your intellect is also an eye. As well as the 2 physical eyes, you have made the contract with all your 3 eyes open. Are all of you strong? All of you children have a very sweet conversation with Baba. You say, Baba, I am yours. I will not go anywhere else. You also like the Jnani and yogi life very much. However, you then have to tolerate something small in one thing or another. At that time, your minds and intellects come into a little upheaval. How long will this carry on? How will this happen? There is this upheaval from time to time. Sometimes it is with yourself, sometimes with service, and sometimes with service companions. This upheaval makes a difference in your being constant. The percentage of the power of tolerance sometimes reduces slightly, You are strong, but even strong ones are sometimes shaken by these things. So, the year of tapasya means to pass with 100% in all virtues, all powers, all relationships, and all aspects of nature and sanskars. At the moment, you are pass, but not full pass. One is to pass, another is full pass, and the third is to pass with honours. During the year of tapasya, only a few might pass with honours, but everyone can at least pass fully. The easiest way to pass fully is whatever papers come, brackets, and papers will come during the year of tapasya, it isn't that they won't come. Pass them with the consciousness of them being papers. Don't consider that situation to be a problem, but consider it to be a paper. Students don't go into expansion about the test paper and ask, why did this question arise? How has it come? Who has done this? You take the paper with the thought of passing, and so you pass the paper. Pass them with the consciousness of there being papers. You ask, what has happened? How can this happen? In your weakness, don't think when it comes that these things happen. For yourself, you think that these things happen. This much is bound to happen. About others, you think, what have they done? Why did this happen? Consider these things to be papers and pass them with the aim of passing fully. I must pass. I must pass through this, and I must remain close to Baba. When you have this consciousness, you will pass fully. Do you understand? Now, in the result of the majority, it is seen that you have passed very well in many things. It is just that you sometimes allow your old natures and sanskars to emerge in your new lives, that your nature and sanskars clash with the sanskars and natures of others. Your weak sanskar clashes with the sanskars of others. This weakness in particular causes obstacles in your being able to reach your aim. Instead of having a full pass, it makes you just have pass marks. Don't allow your natures and sanskars to emerge in thoughts or actions, and don't let them clash with the weak natures and sanskars of others. Both require the power of tolerance and the power of accommodation. The lack of these does not allow you to come close to a full pass, and this is the reason why there is sometimes carelessness and sometimes laziness. To make your mind and intellect become concentrated in this year of tapasya means to stabilize in the one thought, I have to pass fully. If your mind and intellect become even slightly disturbed, then stabilize them once again with determination. I have to do this. I have to become this. Burn all of those weaknesses in the fire of yoga tapasya. Has the fire of yoga been ignited? You also have the fire of love, but sometimes the percentage of the intensity of the fire decreases. It doesn't get extinguished completely, it decreases slightly. Whatever you put into an intense fire will either be transformed or burnt. A very intense fire is required to bring about transformation and to burn something. Yoga is the fire. The fire of love is ignited even now, but let it be constantly intense. It shouldn't sometimes be intense and sometimes less so. With a physical fire too, when something has to be made very good and on time, you would keep the intensity of the fire accordingly, so that the item is cooked well and on time. If the fire is extinguished in the middle of cooking, would it be prepared on time? It would be prepared, but not on time. If your fire of yoga becomes slack from time to time, you will become complete, but it will happen at the last moment. Those who become complete last cannot claim the right to the fortune of the first kingdom fast. Is it the aim of all of you to have the fortune of the first kingdom? Or will you come in the second or third birth? You want to come at the time of the first birth, do you not? The year of tapasya means to make fast effort and to come into the kingdom at the time of the first birth with the first number souls. You want to return home with Baba, do you not? Then you also want to come with Father Brahma into the kingdom. Do you understand why this year has been designated as the year of tapasya? Increase the power of concentration. Even now, waste continues against your wish. The side of waste sometimes becomes heavier than the side of pure elevated thoughts. So, tapasya means to finish waste thoughts, because this completion will bring about perfection. Without completion, there cannot be perfection. You are beginning the year of tapasya today. Bap Dada congratulates you for your zeal and enthusiasm. You have to claim full marks in all 4 subjects. Don't think that you are okay in 3 subjects, but that there is something lacking in just 1 subject. Will you pass fully then? No. You would then be in the list of those who only pass. To pass fully means to claim full marks in all 4 subjects. There should constantly be feelings of benefit for every soul. They may try to shake your stage, but you have to have benevolent feelings, benevolent vision, a benevolent attitude, and benevolent actions, even for those who may cause you some loss. This is known as being a benevolent soul. The meaning of Shiva is the benevolent one, is it not? Shiv Jayanti, brackets Shiva's birthday, means to have benevolent feelings. To have benevolent feelings for those who bring you benefit, even those without knowledge do that. Everyone knows how to get on well with those who get on well with them. However, with your benevolent attitude, you have to transform those who have a malevolent attitude, brackets of causing harm. That is, you have to forgive them. You may not be able to transform them, but you can forgive them, can you not? You are master oceans of forgiveness, are you not? Your forgiveness will become a teaching for that soul. Nowadays, when you give teachings, some understand, whereas others don't. Do this, and it will become a teaching for them. Forgiveness means to give them the blessings of good wishes, to give them cooperation. The time for giving verbal teachings has now passed. Now give them love, give them respect, forgive them, have good wishes and pure feelings. This is the method to use to give teachings. The other method has now become old. So, do you know this new method? During the year of tapasya, bring everyone even closer with this new method. Baba told you earlier that some beads are ready, but that the rosary is not ready. You have the thread and the beads, but the beads are not close to one another, and this is why the rosary is not prepared. The beads are ready individually, but they are not ready as a close group. During the year of tapasya, you have to become equal to the Father, but the beads have to come close to one another too. Do you understand? You were yogis, you are yogis, and you will always live a yogi life. Continue to see every scene of the drama as a lovely scene. Every scene is lovely. Any scene that is not lovely for the world is lovely for you. Whatever happens is filled with some significance. By knowing its significance, you will not be upset by anything in any scene. Those who know its significance do not get upset. Those who do not know its significance get upset. This time the double foreigners have arrived here in time to celebrate Shiva's birthday. You had the determined faith that you had to come, and so you arrived here, did you not? Those who were wondering whether they should come or not were left behind. This is nothing. More has to happen yet. As yet, nature has not started to cause upheaval with full force. It starts, but, seeing all of you, it cools down a little. She also becomes frightened, thinking, "My masters are not yet ready. Whose servant shall I become?" You are fearless, are you not? You are not those who become afraid, are you? People are afraid of dying, whereas you have already died. How can those who have died already be afraid of dying? You are trustees, are you not? If you have the consciousness of mine, Maya, the cat, will say, "Meow, meow," brackets in Hindi, "May ow, I come, I come." You are trustees anyway. Even your body is not your own. People are worried about dying or about their possessions or their families. You are trustees anyway. You have become detached in advance. Are you detached, or do you have a little bit of attachment? If there is body consciousness, it means you have attachment. Therefore, tapasya means the form of fire, fearless. Both the special daddies are listening and watching. Brackets, Dadiji and Daddy Jankiji are listening to the Murli in their rooms. You have to experience some newness. Bap Dada has said previously, one is to do service with words, and the other is to do service with the angelic image of powerful, loving drishti. So, they have received the part of doing this service for a little while. From the beginning, you have been doing service with words and actions. Doing service in this way is fixed in the drama. It is the service that will remain at the end. They have been given this part for a short time. They are both special children. So, service is merged in them settling their accounts. The settling is only in name, but the significance is the service. Within the unlimited play, this too is a wonderful play. The parts of both of them are of newness. This one is quickly settling accounts and moving closer to the stage of completion and perfection. She will not go alone. None of you should think this. Each of you has to settle your accounts, but some of you just settle them, whereas others do service while settling them. All of you have become victorious, have you not? The medicine of everyone's blessings changes a crucifix into a thorn. You are not influenced by the karmic account. Both are all right. They are just taking precautions. Rest is also a precaution. Just as you have to take precautions with your food, this is a precaution of walking, moving around, and speaking. What can love not achieve? There is a saying, love can turn stone into water. So, can you not change this illness? It has changed, has it not? The illness of the heart has changed. It has changed from stone to water, has it not? So, this is the love of all of you. Now, just the water remains. The stone has finished. By staying in rest, the faces of both have begun to sparkle. The love of the family also helps a lot. Acha? To all the souls everywhere who have the elevated feelings of bringing about world benefit. To all the souls everywhere who have such determined thoughts. To the souls who transform themselves and the world with tapasya. To those who have a powerful and constant stage with their power of concentration. To such souls who are engaged in doing tapasya. To the loving souls. To the souls who constantly remain with the Father. To the children who remain constantly cooperative in using different methods of serving. Please accept congratulations for the birthday of the great God. Love and remembrance, as well as namaste. Blessing. May you be full of the 8 powers and make your stage elevated according to the time and situations. The children who are full of the 8 powers use each power for every act according to the time and situation. The 8 powers make them especially beloved deities and the 8 jewels. Souls who are full of the 8 powers easily make their stage according to the time and circumstances. Success is merged in every step they take. No situation is able to bring them down from their elevated stage. Slogan: whatever actions others see me perform, they will do the same. By keeping this slogan constantly in your awareness, every act you perform will be elevated. Om Shanti.